So we are here in Kansas City in the garden right now. This is the garden that I came to. I was in the newspaper a while ago when I had brought my goat to Kansas City. This is the community garden that I helped inspire to create, and they've been doing a really amazing job. It's been amazing growth. The community coming together, working every morning from they come out here every morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. working the garden. And but the main thing is not just about growing the food, it's about growing the community, about growing yourself, right? You're working together with the community to do something beneficial, and knowing that each day you're doing something beneficial, meeting with the community, working the community, growing the community. I mean, and it's also great to have a food. And these people, they have definitely done amazing work. I can't believe the progress that they have made over the course of the last few years. This place was literally nothing here but a field, a feet when I came, and now look at it. It's amazing. This is Kansas. This is a lady that most of the work have been done by her and her leadership. Do you want to tell people about your garden?
Sure, I guess. Well, for the past 5 years, somebody else has been having their market garden here, but they exited the property in October. So this is my first true season where it's me managing everything, like you said. So there was a lot of cleanup we had to do, so we got started late on most everything. But this is our peppers and dwarf variety of okra, I believe. That's these beautiful plants right here. This is just one bed of peppers. There's ghost, shishito, jalapeno, poblano, green peppers, red peppers, and Thai chili peppers, and serrano in this bed. And these are 2 different varieties of eggplant. I've got basil in there as well to help deter pests. There's one variety there you can't see, they're so small. And then behind that is my bean pole that I made using a broken tetherball pole and a bike rim on top. And the beans, they're supposed to, in theory, climb these strings, but they're kind of doing their own thing. So I've tried to make them climb the strings, but we got a bunch of tomatoes. Some of them are volunteers, like this one. This one came back from last year, from whatever rotten tomato was there last year. These are all volunteers, but I've got tomatoes planted over there. I'll show you guys. This is all peppers. Every different kind of pepper you can think of. And there's also 2 rows of eggplant in there. So what we're going to do with all these peppers, I don't know. But the Lord provided, so we planted. And over this way, this is our elderberry patch here. And there's a greenhouse that is a high tunnel. I've got to clean it out, and I'm going to be planting tomatoes and peppers in it come fall so we can keep the harvest going throughout some of the winter. Here's the tomatoes that I've trellised. They're just now starting to ripen, some of them. Most of them are grape tomatoes and cherry tomatoes. And it looks like we're getting... I'm wanting these to ripen. They'll ripen it soon, I hope.
Oh.
So yeah, I think I've got...
And then you also got
24 tomatoes here, plus these 3 here.
And you got a lot more land to go. You guys going all the way back to the river back there.
Yeah.
And which is
creek back there.
Yeah, the creek back there. It's pretty far.
Our orchard. We got apples and pears and blackberries in here.
Okay.
I've got some nets that I need to put on this morning.
And then you guys you guys working on getting a
We're gonna have turkeys in here pretty soon.
Yeah, this is...
And probably gonna get some, maybe some dairy goats. I gotta work out the logistics for it, and I'm looking for a partner in that.
Yeah. So this is
That's a lot of work. I don't want
this.
to do it all by myself.
Yeah. This, what do you call it? A prairie or whatever. What the wool.
Pasture?
Pasture. This is
Yeah.
the pasture area right here.
And then I've got sweet potatoes in this container over here. This.
And it's all, you know, like I said, it's always a work in progress, working towards something, a bigger goal. We got done a lot, but it's always a work in progress. It's always is, you
My
know.
sweet potatoes, I planted them like 3 weeks ago, and they're just starting to vine out. One of them died off. I'll have to transplant there.
And this is a chicken coop right here.
Yeah, it was.
That's
I'll be right with you, Michael.
pretty cool. We also got some other volunteers here working, cutting grass and doing stuff like that. And
This is a dying peach tree. And that's a peach tree that I didn't prune, so it's like falling over. Hopefully it'll last for the These are curry squash. I think it's an Asian squash of some type, kind of like butternut is what it's supposed to. So I haven't gotten any plants on there yet. I mean, any fruits on there yet. And then these are all zucchinis, yellow zucchinis, cookneck squash, and there's a watermelon hiding in there as well.
it's just amazing how much progress you guys did in the last couple of years, you know?
Right?
I mean, it is really like, because Lily was nothing but a field a few years ago.
Right, yeah.
You know, it was literally nothing here.
When Shane first got here, it was all overgrown with no trespassing signs everywhere, and
Yeah, it was when Shane first got here, you know, probably about 5-10 years ago. I think it's probably been about 10.
no, Shane got here 11 and a half years ago.
Yeah, probably,
I
yeah,
got
10
here.
years ago.
We've been
And
married for 8.
so, yeah. And
So
I
somehow a watermelon got mixed up with these, and now I have a watermelon.
and I came out here about 5 years ago. Maybe it was longer
No,
than
you
that.
were here about 8 years ago.
8 years ago? Yeah,
I
wow.
was still living in the RV when you came.
Wow.
That was my first year here.
And now you guys have a beautiful garden. And yeah, if you guys want to come if you live in Kansas City area and want to come be part of growing and working yourself and working the dirt, be part of, you know, kind of like a morning mass or whatever. It just kind of, you know, for the community to come and grow.
Yeah, I'm out here almost every morning before the heat hits.
Every-
Once
every-
11 o'clock hits, I pretty much am done
Yeah,
for the day.
so
Till
like
late evening when I have to water stuff.
8 to 10.
Yeah, about
8,
then.
8 to 10. Come on out every morning. Best to call the church and make an appointment, you know.
Yeah,
The number for the church is on the Google Maps.
right.
So before you stop by, make an appointment, you know.
Yep. That sounds great. Oh, hi, Bugsy. I talk to bugs. I talk to spiders and wasps.
And bugs. They are friends.
That one's not a friend, though. Whoops. Get away. That's right. That was a Japanese beetle, I think.
But yeah, it's amazing the progress you guys made out here. And the progress that the community will make together. That's what's the most amazing thing, is that what we all come together. Many hands make the dream work, you know?
Yep.
Does God work, you know?
Yep.
And and it's just amazing how much you guys have learned and grown over the years, you know?
Right?
Before-
I agree.
Before you had like 2 chickens and you're like, I don't even know how to take care of them.
Yep.
You
I
know?
used to think you just stick a seed in the ground and water it there. Now I understand about building the soil, and the soil is alive, and it's not dirt. I've called it dirt all my life. It's soil, and you have to, build the soil. And speaking of building the soil, this was compost that we put down here, a huge pile of it, 5 years ago, and now it's the most beautiful soil. So we just run it through a sifter and bring it where we need it on the property.
You know,
And here's more sweet potatoes.
and that's the whole thing about it, is the opportunity to grow and learn. Everybody like teaching each other things and learning from it, you know?
Uh-huh.
Everybody got something to teach and something to learn. You don't truly know something until you're able to teach it.
That's true.
You know?
We fight a lot of weeds around here. Bindweed and Japanese hops are the worst. But that's pretty much a problem all over Missouri, I think.
Alright. We'll come out to it's the Beaumont Baptist Church is more and not, you know, that's the name when they inherited the church, and that's the name that they kept.
Yeah, our church was established in 1902, and then this building was built in 1952, and we're still the same entity, and so that's why we're keeping the name.
And
there's a lot of negative connotations with Baptists, but there's also a lot of good ones too.
But they are, they kind of more independent than,
Yeah, we're not part of the Baptist convention or association.
Yeah, so yeah, they.
Oh Lord, bindweed's coming up everywhere now. I knew it would. I'm gonna stay on top of it. Oh yeah,
What?
that's the tour.
Well, thinking about coming back here, hosting some events, at some point. Maybe helping them get their goats and stuff going. If we can get some people willing to do that. But if you guys are interested, I'll put a link to the Google listing, the map, to give them a call, make an appointment before showing up. The doors are not open right now. They just kind of by appointment only, and but yeah.
All right. God
Thank
bless
you.
everyone.
Subscribe, like, support the video any way you can. There's donation options and for myself as well. I'm traveling on a budget, and any help and contribution really do help, and I really do appreciate you guys. And thank you. And I couldn't do these projects without you, so thank you.